Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Sometimes You're the Hammer, and Sometimes You're the Nail by A Day to Remember. So, the only other A Day to Remember song I've heard was actually on the channel. It was Mr. Highway's Thinking About the End. And I actually really like that one. I like the heaviness of it. And so, it's kind of what I've come to expect from this band. I'm expecting a pretty heavy song here. I'm really excited for it. Other than that, don't have much else to say other than this does come as a request. So as always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and I will be sure to get to it eventually. As I've mentioned, I'm getting to all of my older requests first, so slowly but surely we'll get to all the different requests that I've been getting. So if you make a request, please understand that it will take a while for me to get to it. I do take pride in reading every single comment on my channel and taking every single request. So that takes a while. So anyway, let's listen to it. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. A Day to Remember. Let's go. Ooh, and I need to pull up the lyrics too.
Start it. I got it! You want to take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. You can't carry it away. Go! Too much of myself gets exposed. This is where I go when my weakness right at the main skin to tell the truth. Send it to my best when everything goes wrong. That's why Santa's made me happy, 'cause I don't have to feel alone. You wanna take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. Now you got me wrong. The night's alone with nothing else around. You wanna take it away from me. You can't carry it away. It's never what you've done, it's what you've done lately. Who cares what you're saying if no one's listening? You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me. Run the came from nothing, leave her in my way. I got no regrets, but I'm my days when it's out. To those I did sadness, I'll be the one to lead you out. You wanna take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. Now you got me wrong. When the night's alone with no one else around. You wanna take it away from me. You can't carry it away.
Love the energy.
I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person, I want to know the master plan. Cast your stones, cast your judgment, you don't make me who I am. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person, I want to know the master plan. Cast your stones, cast your judgment, you don't make me who I am. I am those who will
Yeah, man. That was a good song. That was a good song. I will say, if I have one just teeny tiny complaint, I wish they would have sort of ended the song with the same energy they started it with. Obviously it was heavy there at the end, but it was definitely a much slower heavy. I wish they would have just ramped it up and finished the race strong. But other than that, no complaints. I thought it was a fantastic song. I really love how they really slowed it down. Kind of just the dude and his guitar really brought it out, and just man, sounded great there. Honestly, some really deep and interesting lyricism here. With metal, like, there's a lot of good lyricism here and there. Sometimes it's just about being depressed. Sometimes it's just about being badass because it's metal. I feel like in this one, there was just this really, really heartfelt lyrics that I really connected to, which to me, like, I love heavy music. I love metal. But I also love when that metal has something to say, or has a message, or has some sort of deeper meaning. And I feel like this one really hit that for me. I'm honestly very impressed by a lot of the lyricism here. Again, very impressed by the heaviness. Again, my small, tiny complaint is just end with that same energy. But I love the pace of the song throughout. I didn't feel bored at any moment of it. Man, that was a good one. I liked Mr. Highways, thinking about the end, but to me, this is like the song from this band for me. Again, to be fair, it's only 2 songs I've heard by them, but really, really liked that one. Really enjoyed it. So let's break down the lyrics. Let's talk about them. There's a little information here. A heavier song from their 5th studio album, Common Courtesy, Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail, is about the constant struggle to overcome hate and become a better person because of it. It also touches on the subject of loneliness, more mental than physical. Cool. Well, with that in mind, let's definitely look at the lyrics now. So it goes, start it, you want to take it away from me. I love that part, by the way. It just really sped up the song. Take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. Yo, I got it. And that was like the little prologue, but then it really gets into it. You want to take it away from me. Take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. Go get carried away. Go, and the fears sets in an instant. Too much of myself gets exposed. This is where I go at my weakest, when I don't have to be scared to tell the truth. Interesting. So let me read that again, because it's not quite processing yet. And the fears set in an instant. So he's afraid of something, and it's just like that, and it can be like that sometimes, especially if you have anxiety or depression. It's just like those fears, they just sneak in, and it's not like a creeping, like, oh, I'm getting a little more afraid each moment. No, it's just like suddenly I feel very panicked and very afraid. So the fear sets in an instant. Too much of myself gets exposed. So perhaps I'm showing too much of myself to the world. This is where I go at my weakest, when I don't have to be scared to tell the truth. This is where I go at my weakest. So I guess when you're feeling weak, when you feel like you're kind of in a dark place, that's kind of when you're not scared to tell the truth. That's kind of interesting. Tend to do my best when everything goes wrong. That's why sad songs make me happy, because I don't have to feel alone. I love that. A lot of people ask, like, why do you listen to heavy metal? Are you angry all the time? It's like, no, I'm not actually. But that's why I listen to heavy metal, because if I am angry, that's one, like, outlet for that anger, is that heavier music. But at the same time, like, I don't take my anger out by yelling at people, by hitting people, but like that, right? It's just like, if I'm upset, yes, I'll listen to heavy music, and honestly, most metal isn't even about being mad anyway. But it's like, yeah, I like heavy music just because it's heavy and it sounds great. But it also kind of gives me someone, like, look at the anger or the sadness that this person's feeling. I know that I'm not the only one who feels that. So I completely understand here. And amongst a lot of the songs I've listened to on my channel, a lot of them have been kind of dark, sad, depressing songs, whether it be from, like, Jason Isbell, or whether it be from a metal artist, or what have you. But it's just like, a lot of death, a lot of thinking about the end, stuff like that. But you listen to that kind of music because, yeah, it makes you feel less alone. Someone else has experienced what I'm experiencing, and so that's why you listen to it. I love that. That's such a relatable thing. Like I said, a lot of really, to me, surprising lyricism here, where I'm just like, wow, that's right. I really connect with that. That's one of those lines. That's awesome. So you want to take it away from me, take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. No, you've got me wrong. Oh, the nights are long with no one else around. You want to take it away from me. Go get carried away. It's never what you've done, it's what you've done lately. Ooh, I love that. I didn't notice that the first time. It's never what you've done, it's what you've done lately. Who cares what you're saying if no one's listening? You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me. I love that line too. If that came from nothing, leave hopes in my wake. I love that. Like verse 2 to me was super strong. I remember when I was listening to it, I was just like, wow, yeah. It's never what you've done, it's what you've done lately. I think that's interesting because, there are a lot of people who will try to stand on their past good deeds to try to downplay the recent bad things they've done. You see it a lot, and I know this is not the place to get political, but you see it a lot with like the Republican Party. Well, Lincoln was a Republican and he freed the slaves, so ignore all the bad shit that Republicans are doing right now. You hear shit like that a lot. So it's never what you've done; it's about what you've done lately. You can only stand on your past good behavior for so long, basically. Who cares what you're saying if no one's listening? You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me. That's great. And to me, I believe all people deserve at least some level of respect just from being human. Everybody says respect is earned, and that's absolutely true. But I think there's another type of respect that we have to give to each other just as human beings. From one human being to another human being. I think there's just that level of respect. And so it's like, yeah, I mean, there are plenty of people out in the world I don't like personally, but I still respect them. I would never attack them or bully them or do anything like that just because I don't like them. There's still that level of respect, that came from nothing, leave hope in my wake. I got no regrets, but have my days with doubt. To those left in sadness, I'll be the one to lead you out. You want to take it away from me, take it away from me. You can't wait till I'm stumbling. No, you've got me wrong. Oh, the nights are long with no one else around. You want to take it away from me, so go get carried away. And then I love this part, the bridge where it really slows down. And what he says here is just absolutely, again, really resonated with me. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable. Reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person. I want to know the master plan. Love that. And he's absolutely correct. Everyone reserves their right to feel uncomfortable. I mean, if there's something that makes you uncomfortable, whether it be between two people, whether it be between just you and a situation, whether it be between you and your society, you and your government even, you reserve that right to feel uncomfortable. I mean, no one can tell you how to feel. And this is something I've seen a lot lately. People kind of saying like you don't get to tell people how they feel. You see it a lot like when someone says or does something super offensive and say, oh, it's not my fault that you're offended or whatever. You shouldn't be offended or whatever, right? But it's like, you don't really get to tell people how to feel. They reserve their right to feel the way they feel. You have to understand why people feel the way they feel. So I love that. Reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes and I am humbled every step of the way. Love that too. This is a person who wants to learn from their mistakes. I want to be a better person. I want to know the master plan. Recently in my life, I've always been a pretty inwardly reflective person. I try to think about myself and think about what I'm doing with my life and think about how to improve myself. But I think even more so in the last 2 or 3 years, I really kind of committed to being a better person, just overall, trying to get my life in order, trying to just again improve every day. That's kind of my motto, is to just get better every day, no matter what, no matter how small, no matter how little the progress, just get better every day, and just be a better person every day. So this really resonated with me. I'm like, yeah. And it goes back to what he said, like the reason he listens to sad songs, to know that he's not alone. This is great to me. I relate to this so much because it's like, yeah, I know I'm not alone when it comes to wanting to be a better person. And this is sort of that affirmation, like, yes, you can be a better person. You can learn from your mistakes, and there's that desire there. So I think that's just awesome. It's super relatable for me, and that really hooked me when I heard these lyrics. I just thought it was fantastic, and again, really surprising to me because I'll be honest, when I was younger, And I remember I knew people who were listening to this band. I would always write them off as just like, whatever. It's not real metal. Who cares? I'm not listening to that. That's like the emo bullshit. I will admit right now, and again, this goes towards being a better person and admitting when you're wrong, is that I was absolutely wrong. Like there is some very introspective and just very relatable stuff that this band is saying here. I tip my hat to them for sure. I think never before was I so wrong on a band. I think and I'm willing to admit it. I can't believe I wrote this band off for so long in my younger years. It's insane. I'm glad that I've kind of learned from that mistake. Again, kind of sticking with the theme of the song. The whole point of me starting this channel was I wanted to be better. I used to be one of those people who said, I only listen to this genre and everything else is fake music and I can't stand it. And it was at that turning point in my life when I said, you know what, that doesn't have to be the case. I shouldn't be a music elitist. I should listen to everything and judge it on its own merits musically, whether I like it or not. So that's a big inspiration for me to start the channel. Was like I have to be open-minded to different kinds of music. I want to be a better person, and part of that starts with not judging other people's music taste, not judging, not being a music elitist. And so, like I said, this song just really resonated with me in the lyrical category. I just think it's fantastic. So, cast your stones, cast your judgment, you don't make me who I am. Love that. Like, kind of one of those sticks and stones kind of things. Like, you can judge me all you want, but you have no control over who I am. Only I do. I love that. I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable, reserve my right to be afraid. I make mistakes, and I am humbled every step of the way. I want to be a better person. I want to know the master plan. Cast your stones, cast your judgment. You don't make me who I am. God help those who help themselves and forget about everyone else. You lost your nerve, you missed the point. God help those with open hands. May they never feel burdened again. Yeah, I'll stand up for those who can't. I'll close the distance. I love that. And there's a big argument a lot of the times about like personal responsibility versus societal injustice. And a lot of people like to say, well, in America, everyone has the same right. Everyone has the same opportunity. And so they really play on that personal responsibility part and completely ignore any sort of societal ills. And I feel like you can't separate the two. They are two sides of the same coin, if you will. So, but I like that. God helps those who help themselves. It's a really good way to think about it. There is, at the end of the day, you do have to sort of be motivated to help yourself and to get where you want to be in life. But I like what he says there at the end too. He's at the same time he says, "I'll stand up for those who can't." So he still recognizes that not everyone can, participate in society to that capacity for whatever reason. So just a really, like I said, to me, this really blew me away lyrically. And as you can tell, I've spent a lot of time talking about it. It's a 4-minute song, and we're already 18 minutes into the video. So it's to me, it really blew me away lyrically. It really impressed me. I have a lot of great things to say about it. Obviously, I give it 2 big thumbs up lyrically. I'd give it more if I could. Like I said, it just really resonated with me. Really stuck in here and in here. So anyway, as far as the instrumentation goes, I really love the heaviness of it. I really love the pacing of it. The first half of the song just really seemed really breakneck speed and just really heavy, and it was just a fun listen. I think the chorus really added a lot to that with the repetition of some of those lines, right? The take, and then the wait. That just kind of that repetition really made it seem a lot faster too. So that was really cool. And like I said, just really enjoyed the energy. Wish they would have finished the song with that same energy. But at the same time, reading through the lyrics, I can really see why they didn't. But I think to me, what really blew me away was that bridge. Just kind of isolating the clean vocals with guitar, and it was just really like lyrically, it all worked together so well. I think this is just a really well composed song from start to finish. Like I said, real heavy, and I enjoyed that, but also knew when to slow it down and kind of almost tug at the heartstrings a little bit, and then pick it back up to end the song. I think it would have been not as enjoyable if they would have ended the song on that like little bridge, kind of quieter part. I'm glad that they did bring back the heaviness towards the end there. So I give it 2 big thumbs up there as well. Really enjoyed it instrumentally, vocally. I didn't even mention the vocals. The screaming, the heavier vocals were good. The dirty vocals were good. The clean singing was also very good. Sometimes in metal acts, I like one, but I don't like the other. Sometimes I can't really get into the screaming part of it, but I like the clean singing. Sometimes I can't get into the clean singing because it sounds cheesy, but I like the screaming part. And this one, I really enjoyed both sides of it. So yeah, it was a cool song. As far as replay value goes, look, it has a ton of replay value for me. Whenever I can relate and connect with the lyrics so deeply, that already grabs my attention and wants me to makes me want to listen to it again. Not to mention, again, just the heaviness of it. That bridge part was fantastic all around. So to me, this has a ton of replay value. In fact, I'm probably going to go listen to it once I'm done recording for the day. So yeah, this was a great one. I give it 2 big thumbs up across the board. Just really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for the request, whoever requested this one. Give me more from this band. I'm really excited now. Like after this song, after Mr. Highways, I was like, okay, I'll listen to him again. Sure, I'll give him another shot. I like the song. I would listen to him again. After this one, though, I'm like, please give me more. I would absolutely love to hear more from this one. So, all right, that's it for me. If you enjoyed the music, go support the artist. Go listen to the music where you can. One place you can definitely find them is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. It's going to take you a whole day to listen to it, but, it's got some music on it. If you want to support me, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube would be fantastic. Like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video.